Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the third episode of Universe Mode, and we see the continuation of many things started last episode at the United States Championship Tournament, the WWE Women's Championship Tournament, and last but not least, our Men's WWE Championship Tournament. But to continue our Women's WWE Championship Tournament, we have Bayley taking on Cora Jade. In our United States Championship Tournament match, we have Apollo Crews taking on Damian Priest. To continue our WWE Women's Championship Tournament, we have Natalya taking on Liv Morgan. Last but not least, in our main event, we have the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, taking on the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. But not to start the show. Later on, you hear from Charlotte Flair. But actually, starting off the show, we have Ricochet taking on Karrion Kross in our United States Championship Tournament match. But coming to the ring right now, we have Ricochet. He's going to be taking on Karrion Kross. And Ricochet is honestly a freak of nature. With the things he can do inside of that ring, he's a talented man. And I wouldn't count him out against Karrion Kross, because we know what he's capable of. I think Ricochet is a heavy favorite heading into this tournament. What an introduction for Karrion Kross. We don't know much about that man, but it might be for the better. At the first match of Smackdown, Karrion Kross, Ricochet is officially underway. And Karrion Kross just beating his chest in the face of Ricochet. Karrion just tells him to bring it on, and Ricochet is bringing it on. Quick strikes to the face and leg of Karrion Kross. Looking for a super kick, but Karrion Kross able to catch the leg. Ricochet flip kick into a drop kick. Beautiful combination. Ricochet telling Karrion Kross, talking a bit of trash of his own. Irish whip. Ricochet drops down. Leapfrog. Spine buster. Ricochet looking like the Rock out there. Now another Irish. Well, he pulls him back. No, Karrion Kross. Kick to the gut. The knee. Right to the gut of Ricochet. Follows up with a beautiful drop kick right to the back of the head. And I think Ricochet is in for a difficult match, to say the least. We all know how powerful, how strong Karrion Kross is. But he has an equalizer on the outside. He has Scarlett. And Scarlett, she'll come in handy, distracting the referee, doing whatever it takes to get Karrion Kross a competitive edge. But Ricochet's on the top rope. Hurricane Rana into the pin. Will that be it? No. Karrion Kross kicks out just in the nick of time. Ricochet. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what I was talking about. Scarlett is able to distract Ricochet, and Karrion Kross taking the opportunity with some kind of a back suplex, just tossing Ricochet over his head. And Ricochet, he's fighting back, but no, Karrion Kross nails him with the forearm into a back suplex. He holds on this time and drops Ricochet right on the back of his neck. And look, Scarlett getting involved once again, sliding a chair into the ring out of all things. Scarlett, you know, if Karrion Kross uses the chair, it could disqualify him from the tournament. And Ricochet would be crowned as the winner and he'd go on. But Karrion, fall away slam, tossing Ricochet across the ring. But Ricochet, he's fighting back. Look at the spirit. Look at the heart. Big right hands. Big lefts. Bicycle knee strike. Catching Karrion Kross right under the chin. And Ricochet is on fire. Now working over the back of K. But no, once again, I believe this is the third time in like 3 minutes Scarlett has been involved in this match. It allows Karrion Kross to catch his breath and nails Ricochet with the roundhouse kick. Now Karrion following up, chops right across the chest, making wicked sounds. But Ricochet able to dodge under. He has Karrion Kross against the ropes. Gamenguri catching Karrion Kross right on the forehead area. Now he's bringing him to the other side, away from Scarlett. Now Ricochet sending Karrion Kross away out the ring, and I think Ricochet is going to fly. Beautiful dive to the outside from Ricochet. And the crowd is chanting, "This is awesome." And I have no choice to agree with them because this is indeed awesome. Ricochet going to the top rope. Shooting star press. Absolutely beautiful execution into the cover. Karrion Kross just gets the shoulder up. What more will it take to put Karrion Kross there? Put Karrion Kross down. Ricochet, he follows up with the standing shooting star press into the cover. No. Not enough. But As Karrion Kross looks vulnerable as ever, Scarlett Bordeaux is just there to distract Ricochet. And Karrion Kross is able to come up on top again. And Karrion Kross has Ricochet Alabama slam. Dropping Ricochet to the mat with incredible force. Now forearm to the back of the head. Scarlett Bordeaux on the outside is loving it. Karrion Kross telling Ricochet to bring it on. Ricochet, he dodges under. Oh, he rolls him up. He rolls him up. Karrion's shoulders are down. No! Karrion Kross able to kick out at 2. Right back up to his feet. He goes around. Total War Hurricane Rana. But once again, Scarlett gets involved. The referee needs to do something about it before. Oh my god. He has that cross jacket locked in. Ricochet, he's flailing. He's trying to find something. No. Ricochet taps out. And Karrion Kross is going to the next round of the tournament. And Karrion Kross's opponent next week will be decided in a match coming up pretty soon. Damian Priest taking on Apollo Crews. And no matter who Karrion Kross's opponent is, I'm sure they're up for a hell of a fight. But in our main event, we still have to come. We have Kenny Omega taking on Drew McIntyre in our WWE Championship tournament. We have Natalya taking on Liv Morgan in our Women's Championship tournament match. What a match that's going to be. We have Apollo Crews taking on Damian Priest to continue our United States Championship tournament match. But I believe up next, we have our WWE Women's Championship tournament match between Bayley and Cora Jade. Wait, I stand corrected. We hear from Charlotte next, and I wonder what she has to say. And Charlotte is a competitor in the WWE Women's Championship tournament match, and her opponent will be Dakota Kai. But let's just see what she's gonna say. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Smackdown has arrived. Charlotte is one of the most accomplished women's wrestlers on this roster. She's almost a 16-time world champion, but she doesn't have any more, but it's still an accomplishment to say the least. And Charlotte, let's just see what she has to say here. Your queen has arrived indeed. Just like I was saying before the championship history reset, she was a 16th time. I believe that's a 15th time. I don't know if Charlotte has her facts right exactly. But Dakota Kai, Charlotte's opponent next week, has something to say about that. And Dakota Kai with some rather harsh words for Charlotte Flair. And Becky Lynch catching a stray there from Charlotte Flair. We know Becky Lynch lost in her championship tournament match in the first match against Io Sky, a heavy underdog, defeating the heavy favorite. But Charlotte Flair assuring a win in the championship tournament match. But still to come, Apollo Crews versus Damian Priest in our United States Championship tournament. Natalya taking on Liv Morgan in our WWE Women's Championship tournament. In our main event, we have Kenny Omega taking on the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. But up next, Bayley taking on Cora Jade. Now we see Bayley making her way to the ring to fight in that WWE Women's Championship tournament. I believe she's one of the favorites in this tournament. As you know, Rhea Ripley got knocked out last week in the main event. And what a main event that was. But what a match Bayley and Cora Jade are about to put on. Two talented performers. And ever since being broken up with Damage Control, we're not sure whether Bayley is good or bad. I think Dakota Kai's promo earlier was clear. She turned to the good side. Io Sky, I believe she turned to the good side. But we still aren't sure about Bayley. Maybe them separated is less chaotic than them being together. Cora Jade making her way to the ring. You know, before this, she's been in NXT for some time. She's never been an NXT champion, but she sure as hell didn't disappoint in the yellow brand. Let's see what she has to bring here to Smackdown though. Cora Jade versus Bayley is underway. Cora Jade coming out. Big strikes. Followed up with a step up into Giri. Taking Bayley down. Now Cora Jade. Irish whip. She drops down. Follows up with the leapfrog. Beautiful hip toss. Oh, she goes into a cartwheel drop kick. What athleticism. From Cora Jade, she tries to follow up with the senton, but no, Bayley able to get out the way. Irish whip to the corner. Big knee. Cora Jade able to catch Bayley's foot in that corner. Takes her down once again. Now Cora sending Bayley to the corner and hits her with a knee of her own. You know, one of Cora's biggest inspirations in this business was CM Punk and AJ Lee, and she's sure as hell representing. He follows up with the senton, but only gets a 1 count out of it. But Cora not slowing down, looking for a Shining Wizard, but Bayley able to shoot her down to the ground. Hip toss of her own, showing Cora Jade how to really do it. Following up with the elbow drop. Bayley Gets Cora into that shin breaker, dragon screw combo. Bayley's just gonna slow it down and work over Cora. We know Bayley has that veteran's experience compared to Cora being quite new to the business. Bayley, she knows what to do to take her opponent down exactly. But Cora, he's definitely not to be slept on, and she's showing that right now. Big chops to the chest of Bayley into the snapmere. Dropkick, no. Bayley evades. Once again, throwing that head back down to the mat. Bayley chops of her own. Beautiful captain's hook submission locked in. Bayley is tight under the throat of Cora Jade. Will Cora Jade tap though? No. Big elbows right to the gut. Cora Jade hitting the ropes. Hurricane Rana. Oh no. She pulls her back, but Bayley reverses. Once again, Bayley throwing Cora Jade's head into the mat. Bayley with no regard for Cora Jade's help here today. Now Cora using that foot to choke out Bayley. Using everything in her arsenal here. Look at the reversal from Bayley. Looking for the double axe and the right over the head. Cora Jade able to reverse. Outer trip into the corner. Sliced bread. Will this be it? No. Bayley just able to kick out. But Cora Jade once again going for that Shining Wizard. This time she hits it. Catches Bayley right in the back of the head, knocking her silly maybe. No. Bayley pops right back up to her feet. Big kick to the face of Cora. He has her up, shoulder breaker. But Bayley's not done. Cora Jade up to her feet rather quickly. Once again, that shin breaker dragon screw combo, taking everything out of the legs of Cora. Now Bayley follows up with a snap DDT. He's going to the top rope now. Vintage Bayley with that elbow drop right across the chest of Cora Jade into the cover. No! Cora Jade just able to kick out in the nick of time. Now Cora rolling to the outside here. They're going to catch a breather maybe. But no, Cora up to her feet. She baited her in. She has Bayley back inside the ring now. But no, Bayley. Jawbreaker. Bayley has her. Rose plant. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Bayley taking the win over Cora Jade. And Bayley advances further in our Women's Championship tournament. And Bayley will be facing the winner of Liv Morgan versus Natalya later on tonight. What a win for Bayley. She seems to be celebrating with the fans. Could this be a good thing? But like I said earlier, we have our WWE Women's Championship tournament match soon as Natalya takes on Liv Morgan. We have our main event, our WWE Championship tournament match as the best bout machine Kenny Omega takes on Drew McIntyre. But up next, we have our United States Championship tournament match as Apollo Crews takes on Damian Priest. And Damian Priest pursuing a singles career now ever since a Judgment Day was split apart, mutually split apart. All parties agreed to it. And we'll see if Damian Priest will make a career for himself as he attempts to beat Apollo Crews in our WWE United States Championship Tournament match. And Apollo Crews, he looks as concentrated as ever. And Apollo Crews has had past success in the WWE before, as he's a former Intercontinental Champion. And he looks to capture the United States Championship for the first time. But first, he has obstacles to go through. He has Damian Priest. And if he gets past Damian Priest this week, next week, he has, I believe, Karrion Kross, who defeated Ricochet earlier tonight. But let's see how this match plays out before he gets a hypotheticals like that. This match is underway. Apollo Crews looking to come out crazy with the enziguri, but Damian Priest just knocking him silly with the spinning forearm. But no, Apollo Crews back up to his feet. Big pump kick. Looking for enziguri once again. But no, Damian Priest looking for some kind of forearm. Nails him with the drop kick. Irish whip. Apollo Crews leapfrog. He has him up. Pop-up power slam. And look at the power of Apollo Crews. Following up with the clothesline and the tip up. And look at him go. But no, Damian Priest counters with the right hand to the gut. Big palm strike right under the chin. Looking for a spinning kick. But Apollo Crews able to get away. Northern Light suplex into the bridge. Will this be enough? No. Damian Priest just able to get the shoulder up at the count of 2. Now Irish whip. Tour of the Island. Bringing Apollo Crews all the way around and back around. But Damian Priest, once again, he kicks out. Now right hand coming in. Another a chop. But no, Damian Priest hits him. Right hand. Catches him right under the chin once again, and look at the striking prowess of Damian Priest. Just unleashing a flurry of blows to the face of Apollo Crews, and he follows that up with a sidewalk slam. And an elbow drop, keeping Apollo Crews grounded. And follows up with stomps to the chest, and Apollo Crews is going to the outside. But no, Damian Priest. Big clothesline all the way from the apron down below to Apollo Crews. Look at the creative offense of Damian Priest. Now, big knee to the back just for good measure. And he goes into the cover. No! Apollo Crews able to kick out at the count of 2. Now Damian Priest, leg kick Follows it up with a punch, another leg kick. Damian Priest. Oh my goodness, big kicks. But no, Apollo Crews able to reverse it. But Damian Priest sidesteps. Apollo Crews is drop kicking out. Apollo's on a knee, but Damian looking for a big punch. But Apollo gets up and counters it with the neck breaker into a standing moonsault. Look at the athleticism. Apollo Crews going up to the second rope. No. Look at the power of Damian Priest, able to catch Apollo Crews looking for a crossbody. He counters it into a scoop slam and goes back into the stomps right to the middle of the chest of Apollo Crews. Now Damian Priest is just glowing into the crowd, having the time of his life. Snap near. Drops the right hand right to the side of the ear of Apollo Crews. Now Damian claps his bell, looking for another one. Apollo, it's a drop kick. He's trying to build all the momentum in the world, going to the he went all the way to the outside of the ring to build up all the momentum for that chop, similar to Grayson Waller's rolling stunner. And Apollo Crews, he hoists Damian Priest all the way above his shoulders. Gorilla press into a moonsault. Will this be it for Damian Priest? No! Damian Priest lives to fight another day. And Apollo Crews has to do more to take Damian Priest down. German suplex, but he holds on. A second German suplex, still holding on. And a third one. Will this be it for Damian Priest? Irish whip to the corner. Big shoulder tackles to the gut. Now Apollo Crews is just wearing down Damian Priest just to ensure he hits the move he wants to. Now Damian Priest in the corner hits him with the elbow. Big spinning kick. That's what he was looking for at the beginning of the match before Apollo Crews reversed it. And he has him by the throat. South of heaven choke slam. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest advances in the United States Championship tournament. But in our main event, still to come tonight, we have Kenny Omega taking on Drew McIntyre, and I can't wait to call that match because what a competition that's gonna be. But up next, we have Natalya taking on Liv Morgan in our WWE Women's Championship tournament match. We have that up next. Liv Morgan making her way to the ring, being embraced by the fans here in Detroit, Michigan. And how can you not love Liv Morgan? What a competitor, what a fierce competitor she is. Now Natalya, an experienced competitor, the daughter of Jim, the late great Jim Neidhart, and she's looking to make an impact here tonight and defeat Liv Morgan and move on and reclaim that WWE Women's Championship she once held in the past before. And this matchup is underway. Natalya coming out the gate. Big right hands. And for a drop kick, Liv Morgan able to sidestep. Jawbreaker. Bringing Natalya down, but she's up to her feet quickly. Irish whip, drop toe hold, and she's just walking over Natalya. Look at the disrespect. Just taunting right in her face. But Natalya has no time for games like that. She knocks Liv Morgan silly with the clothesline and did what she just did to her. She walks over Liv Morgan disrespectfully. But Natalya, you might have to keep your eyes on the prize. You can't be taunting too early. Roger with the kick, another clothesline from Natalya. Now Natalya, side rushing leg sweep. And once again, Natalya stepping over Liv Morgan. She must have took that first step by Liv Morgan personally. And got him in the 2 count though. Natalya, Irish whip into the corner. Liv Morgan in a vulnerable position here. And Natalya just going corner to corner with Liv Morgan. And that shows the strength of Natalya. She may not be a powerhouse on paper as she's more of a technician, but she can sure as hell go there if she needs to. Only getting a 2 count out of Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan fighting back. Another drop toe hold, dropping Natalya face first into the canvas. And just violently throwing Natalya's head straight to the mat and dragging her all the way by the hair. Just tossing her. Now Liv Morgan. She hits the ropes. Shining Wizard. Now Natalya has no choice but to go to the outside for a breather. But Liv Morgan follows closely, sending her right into the announce table gut first. The referee beginning his count. I don't know if any of these women are going to advance if we both get counted out. Liv Morgan better bring this back inside the ring. But no, he looks to inflict more punishment on the outside. Using the barricade, using the environment around her to her advantage. Going Natalya back versus the barricade. The referee up to a 5 count. Liv Morgan better be paying attention. He sure is. As she throws Natalya back inside the ring. Liv Morgan bringing this to the turnbuckle now. Setting her face first. Now follows up with the STO into the cover. Not enough to put Natalya down just yet. And you can hear Natalya grunting in pain as Liv Morgan is in control here. But Natalya headbutt right to the face of Liv Morgan. And Natalya has Liv Morgan up. Now look at the strength. He's just squatting with Liv Morgan up in the air. Vertical suplex, bringing Liv Morgan down to the mat. Now Natalya has Liv Morgan back up once again. Irish whip into the corner. Clothesline. Natalya building some kind of momentum here. Oh, Michinoku driver. 1, 2. No. Liv Morgan able to kick out. Now Natalya looking to bring an end to this match. Discus clothesline. Back into the cover here. Still not enough to put Liv Morgan down though. She goes back into the cover though. But Liv Morgan kicks out again. Natalya cannot believe her eyes. She was expecting to put Liv Morgan down with a distance clothesline. Oh, rolls her up. Small package. Still not enough to put Liv Morgan away as she only gets a 1 count there. Maybe the pinfalls are doing the opposite of what they're supposed to do. They're maybe waking up Liv Morgan, but not for long. Sit out powerbomb from Natalya. No, 2.5. Liv Morgan just gets the shoulder up. Natalya wasting no time, bringing Liv Morgan back to her feet. He's looking for another powerbomb here. Maybe to bring an end to Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan, big punches right to the top of the head of Natalya. Liv Morgan, beautiful Hurricane Rana. I'm sorry there. Liv Morgan. That double knee face buster. 1, 2, just not enough. And Liv Morgan, big forearm. We're facing Natalya. She gets a running start. She hits her. Will this be it? And yes, it is. Liv Morgan moves on. And what an oblivion from Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan is going to move on in our Women's Championship Tournament match. We'll see her taking on Bayley next week. But in our Men's World Championship Tournament match, we have Kevin Owens taking on Seth Rollins. We have Shayna Baszler taking on Carmella. And if Sheamus beats Giovanni Vinci, he will be facing Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at Night of Champions. As we know, Sheamus defeated Ludwig Kaiser last week. Gunther setting up obstacles for Sheamus, and Becky Lynch is going to be taking on Sonya Deville next week. But in our main event tonight, we have our WWE Championship Tournament match. Kenny Omega taking on Drew McIntyre up next. Grand entrance for a grand wrestler. Kenny Omega touring all over the world, damn near wrestling all the 7 continents, and it all brought him here. It all brought him to the WWE. Kenny Omega, he's done it all around the world, but he's looking to capture the big one, the WWE Championship. But ahead of Kenny Omega stands a tall task, and I mean that literally. Drew McIntyre. And see, on those four, those are LED panels. Those are damn near unbreakable. And Drew McIntyre just pierced those with a sword. And that speaks volumes about the strength and power Drew McIntyre brings to the table. And this is going to be a hard-fought matchup. A very competitive competition. But only one man can come out on top. Kenny Omega, Drew McIntyre. This match is officially underway. Drew McIntyre wasting no time. Big chops, big punches. Kenny Omega dodges under. Big chops of his own. But Drew right back at you. And a chop sending Kenny Omega down to the mat. But no, Kenny Omega is fighting back. He drops down. Leapfrog. Looking for a kick to the knee. Maybe they chop down the giant, but Drew McIntyre able to get out the way. And Drew McIntyre just hammering away, hammering down on Kenny Omega. Now brings him up, sends him right into the other corner. Clothesline, bringing Kenny Omega down. And Drew McIntyre picks him right back up. Big chop, perching Kenny Omega against the ropes. But Kenny Omega, big elbow. Now Kenny Omega has a hold of Drew McIntyre. Kenny Omega wasting no time, sending Drew McIntyre to the outside. And Kenny Omega, wrecking ball drop kick. Kenny Omega goes back inside the ring. Maybe baiting Drew McIntyre. Yes, he is. Shoulder tackle sending Drew McIntyre to the outside, and he's pointing the guns. An homage to his Bullet Club days. Crossbody. Drew McIntyre up to his feet, but Kenny Omega hitting him with a chop. He has him. Suplex. Maybe a bit of a high angle one, dropping Drew McIntyre on his shoulders. But look at Drew McIntyre wasting no time, bringing Kenny Omega in for a short arm clothesline. And Drew McIntyre once again. Look at the quickness, able to go under and take him down. Maybe a bit of an amateur wrestling takedown. And Drew McIntyre wasting no time. Top mount strikes down on Kenny Omega. And once again, hammering down right hands to between the eyes of Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega is just getting damn near assaulted here. He brings him to the corner. Oh no, Kenny Omega gets the legs up. Sends him to the corner himself. Irish whip. Shotgun drop kick. And we know the man usually carrying out that move is Finn Balor. Kenny Omega to the top rope. Drew McIntyre catches him with punches to the gut. Takes him down. That's a hell of a fall. All the way from the top rope. But no. Kenny Omega able to shake it off rather quickly. Turns him around. He has him. Snapdragon suplex. Into the bridge. No. Drew McIntyre able to kick out. But Kenny Omega wasted no time. Big kick right to the side of the head. Now falls up with an elbow drop. Right across the chest of Drew McIntyre. Now Kenny Omega moonsault into the cover. No. Drew McIntyre just able to get the shoulder up. Now Kamagoye knee strike. But Drew McIntyre able to shake it off. Who else do you know is able to shake off a knee strike like that? But Kenny Omega fires back. Big forearm, looking for a spinning forearm, but no, Drew McIntyre able to catch it. Right hand, belly to belly suplex. Drew McIntyre with Kenny Omega up on his shoulders. Gut buster, dropping Kenny Omega right on the knee, and Drew McIntyre goes back to those strikes, those top mount strikes, just hammering away on the face of Kenny Omega. What a way to wear down your opponent. But scoop slam, Drew McIntyre. We don't see him go to the top rope all that much. What could he be looking for? Leg drop, no. Kenny Omega. Toe crusher. Snapmare. Dropping the elbows down over the shoulder of Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry, I think I said Toe crusher earlier. It's Kotaro crusher. Excuse me, but it's not hard hitting, to say the least. Drew McIntyre following up with a chop and a neck breaker. And Drew McIntyre has Kenny Omega up, and now a suplex of his own. As you know, Kenny Omega was doing the same to Drew McIntyre earlier, dropped him at a bit of a higher angle than Drew McIntyre just did, but still effective nonetheless. Now Drew McIntyre has Kenny Omega in a tree of woe position here. Now using his foot just to wash the face of Kenny Omega. Now Kenny Omega going to the outside. Maybe to get away from Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre isn't letting him breathe at all. Drew McIntyre a bit conflicted on what to do with Kenny Omega, and that could cost him. But Kenny Omega, look at the strength. Power bomb. And I think the back of Drew's head just grazed upon the stairs as he landed there. Really rough landing for Drew McIntyre. Now super kick. Super kick from Kenny Omega, catching Drew McIntyre right under the chin. He has him up in the electric chair position. German suplex. 1, 2, no. Drew McIntyre is able to kick out. Kenny Omega not dealing enough punishment to Drew McIntyre to put him down for the 3 count. Drew McIntyre's slow stride. No, Kenny Omega's slow stride. The corner Drew McIntyre's in. But Drew McIntyre able to kick that arm out the way. Michinoku driver. Drew McIntyre has Kenny Omega back up. Dropping him face first. Now Kenny Omega rolling to the outside again. Oh, Drew McIntyre calling for Kenny Omega to get up. And Drew McIntyre, he's gonna fly. Tope con hilo. Tope con hilo, dropping Kenny Omega. Drew McIntyre as agile as ever, and follows that up with a big headbutt. Drew McIntyre looking to put this match away, looking for that Claymore kick. Drew McIntyre nails Kenny Omega into the cover. No! Drew McIntyre, he just kicked out of the Claymore kick. And the crowd is loving it. They're telling him to fight forever. And Kenny Omega, look at the fight, the spirit, the heart being displayed here. But Drew McIntyre nodding a finger in his face, telling him no. Drew McIntyre just telling Kenny Omega to bring it on. Big chops from both competitors. They're just wailing at each other. You can see the wounds forming on both competitors' chest. Both men killing each other damn near. Another Coroto crusher from Kenny Omega. Now Kenny Omega has him up. Death Valley driver. Oh no. Look at Kenny Omega. Springboard moonsault off the top rope to the outside of the ring. Kenny Omega rolls Drew McIntyre back inside the ring looking for a knee. I know Drew McIntyre able to get out the way looking for a big boot. Drop kick to the back of the head. Look at the snap on that drop kick. And more chops coming in from Kenny Omega. Looking for that rolling forearm, but Drew McIntyre able to catch him. Another chop to the chest. And Drew McIntyre going back to that top mount position for the third time in this match. Looking to, oh my god, I fumbled over my words, but it happened so quick. V-trigger from Kenny Omega. V-trigger, and he puts him in perfect position. Drew McIntyre hoisted down. One-winged angel into the cover, and nobody ever kicks out of the one-winged angel. Kenny Omega advances. He'll be facing Finn Balor to continue our WWE Championship tournament. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of Universe Mode, and I hope you guys enjoyed and tune into the next episode.